The 1980s at Le Mans belonged to Porsche, who dominated the race, scoring 7 victories with the 936, 956, and 962. By the end of the decade, however, the balance of power began to shift, with Jaguar and Sauber, supported by Mercedes, increasingly pressing the issue. Although the dour 962 won in 1994, exploiting loopholes in the regulations, and the 911 GT1 triumphed in 1998, it was clear that the era of GT cars was drawing to a close, and the future belonged to the LMP prototypes. Not to be left behind, Porsche turned to a proven base, the 2-time Le Mans winner, the TWR prototype. Based on this foundation, the LMP 198 model was built in the 1998 season, the first step towards a new approach to prototype racing. Unfortunately, the debut proved disastrous. Both cars were eliminated from the race without finishing. However, in Weissach, defeat isn't seen as an end, but as a boost. And indeed, work on a completely new project began shortly thereafter. Thus was born the secret 9R3 program, internally known as LMP 2000. The team's structure operated in a deeply secretive manner. Even some Porsche employees were unaware of the prototype's existence. Initially, a twin-turbocharged flat-six engine was considered, but it was quickly decided that a more powerful engine was needed to compete with Audi, BMW, and Toyota. Then, a forgotten V10 engine design, created in 1992, with Formula One in mind, was pulled from the drawer. The V10 was originally designed to meet F1's 3.5-liter displacement limit, but was shelved after Porsche withdrew from the series. Now, the engine has been given a second chance. For the LMP class, it was enlarged first to 5.0 and then to 5.5 liters. Power was estimated at over 600 horsepower, and its smooth, linear, high-revving characteristics immediately distinguished it from competitors who primarily used heavily turbocharged V8s and V6s. The 9R3 chassis, developed in parallel, resembled a racing car from the future. Its lightweight carbon fiber monocoque, sleek cabin, and long aerodynamic ducts revealed that Porsche had built one of the most advanced prototypes of the turn of the century. The car was designed to offer high-speed stability, high downforce, and excellent cooling for its mid-mounted V10 engine. The whole thing weighed just over 900 kilograms, less than Audi's LMP car of the time. Although work progressed, the project was abruptly halted. No official reasons were ever given, and several theories circulated within the industry. The most likely explanation involved a shift in budget and personnel from the racing department to the Porsche Cayenne project, which was being developed simultaneously and was crucial to the brand's financial future. The second hypothesis suggested avoiding conflict with Audi, which was preparing the debut of the R8 and was to become the new racing face of the VW Group. Before the decision was made to terminate the program, the still incomplete 9R3 made it to the Weissach test track. Behind the wheel were Bob Wallach and Alan McNish, who spent 2 days gathering initial data. Although the car wasn't fully ready, both drivers agreed that the prototype had enormous potential and was clearly different from previous Porsche designs. Tests demonstrated the V10's stable performance, even in its early stages of development. Then silence fell. Officially, Porsche claimed the 9R3 never existed, and that any rumors were the result of a misinterpretation of a research project. In reality, the only example built ended up in storage in Weissach, where it sat for years, gathering dust alongside other closed programs. The world only heard about it in 2018, when Porsche decided to unveil the LMP Spectre at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, even though the car hadn't yet been driven. In the fall of 2024, the prototype returned to the track, exactly 25 years after its initial testing. After a complete overhaul of the fuel and electronic systems, the V10 engine was fired up, and the LMP 2000 was once again taken out to the Weissach test track. This event became not only a beautiful tribute to a forgotten project, but also a symbolic reminder that Porsche came within a hair's breadth of creating one of the most daring racing designs of its time. The 9R3 remains one of the greatest what-ifs in motorsport history.